it goes back to understanding your demographics, understanding that the first thing, the easiest thing to do is to learn the website. So the first thing you want to do is build your brand. So you mentioned the jewelry business. You want to make sure, like you dress very well, so your brand is very important. So one of the things that you want to do is a LinkedIn page. You want to make sure that you on LinkedIn because most of the professionals are on LinkedIn. Because we're in the World Wide Web, you want to make sure you have a website. Now, you can have a website. In most cases, people consider that your online business card, but you might want to have a blog. And a blog is more fluent and more static, it's more engaging. So you're engaging the client. So you might want to say that might be something you might want to do. In the jewelry business, especially if you're doing it directly, you might want to have that take place. I would lean personally, depends on your organization, but I lean heavily toward promotions or publicity. Publicity is free. It's not really free, but it's more free when your energy and your time, as opposed to advertising, when you pay. Now, when you pay for advertising, you control the benefits. You put it out there. You put it out there through radio, through the internet, through print, through the TV. You got it out there. The message is out there. You control it. But it costs a lot of money. And so when you go into publicity, it's cheap. It's more your time. You're writing press releases. You're getting that word of mouth. You're wearing that chicken suit, getting the word out. Those things are very cheap, but you have no control of it. The example that I would give somebody is, I got interviewed from a newspaper up north, and they wanted to know my opinion about families. And I gave it to them, and they asked me about this particular famous person, about this particular event. I said, well, family is very important. And when the story came out, it came out that I supported the person as opposed to families. And so in saying that, you have to be very careful about publicity. You have really no control over it. Once that gets out there, especially social media, World Wide Web, once it gets out there, you really don't have any control about what happens to it. And so that's one of the things I would say. So that's, again, promoting it, getting it out there. Word of mouth, you can't beat word of mouth. And making those things happen in terms of creating a good story. And really, when you talk about promoting yourself, it's really about telling an incredible story. And that's what everyone should be able to say.